Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to demo you and explain you the installation of electric water geyser. See, the installation of water geyser is a simple task. If you know a little bit of plumbing work, then you can easily do on your own. Just follow this video carefully. I'll be covering some safety tips and best practices during the installation process. About this geyser, this is a storage type electric geyser with a capacity of 6 liter, and this is from the company Indo. This is their tagline, be Indian, buy Indo. And about the power rating, this takes 2000 watt, that is roughly 10 amperes. See, the 2000 watt is a very standard power rating. Doesn't matter which brand you buy, whether it is Crompton, Havells, Bajaj, all the electric geyser in the Indian market, the storage type, they run on the same power rating, 2000 watt. Okay, the instant geyser, which give you instant water, the 1 liter, 2 liter or 3 liter geysers, they run on 3000 watt. Okay, now from this our first safety tip comes out, that is, if you want to use a geyser, then you require a power socket. If you try to run the geyser on a normal socket which supports only up to 6 ampere, then the internal wiring will burn out. Okay, now let's discuss about the safety features which are provided in the electric water geyser, and particularly provided in this geyser. So the first thing is the auto cutoff. When the water temperature reaches to a defined limit, then it will do the auto cutoff, and this thermostat based auto cutoff is a most common feature available in all the geysers, and it has the indicators which will tell when it is heating and when the cutoff has happened. Now second safety feature it has is the thermal cutoff. See, the first one was thermostat cutoff. Now the second one is thermal cutoff. In case the thermostat is not working, or let's say if there is no water inside the geyser, only air is there, then the thermal cutoff will kick in. Okay, now the third safety feature is the fuse. It has a fuse also. If the thermostat cutoff and the thermal cutoff, if nothing works, then it has a fuse also. Fourth and the most important safety feature it has is this PRV. This is called pressure release valve. It is also called pressure relief valve. Okay, now what it does is, when the pressure built inside the geyser is beyond the limit, then that excessive pressure is released from this valve. You can see this is installed in the inlet. The blue one is the inlet and the red one is the outlet. Okay, so they have given an inbuilt valve. So what happens is, it has a spring actually and a hole. So when the pressure built inside this geyser is beyond the manageable limit, then this spring gets pushed and the pressure releases from this valve. It's a very important and must to have safety feature in any geyser. Okay, if you don't have this safety feature, then you are kind of having a bomb in the bathroom. And also there is one more thing which is not provided by any manufacturer, that is called pressure reducing valve. So this is pressure release valve, and that one is pressure reducing valve. See, if you are living in an apartment, high-rise apartment, and if you are living on the lower floors, then the water pressure is too much. Okay, and if the input water pressure is too high, then this valve cannot function properly. So in those cases, first we have to install that pressure reduction valve. In my case, I live in independent house, so there is no high water pressure. I don't need that valve. Let me show you one diagram, you will understand more. So you see this diagram, this is the geyser, this is the inlet, this is the outlet, hot water. Okay, now in the inlet pipe there is this pressure valve, pressure release valve. This is also called pressure relief valve. Okay, PRV. And before this we have to install one more valve. This is called pressure reduce valve. Okay, now this is required only when the input pressure is very high, and we require a valve also, that is very common. See, whenever you want to do the maintenance of this geyser, then you have to stop the input water supply, so a valve is very much required, that we will also install, that I'll show you. So you can understand that it has all the basic features and a lot of safety features. Okay, only one thing it is missing is the temperature control. So it doesn't has any knob with which you can control the temperature, and whether you buy 6 liter or 10 liter, the cost will be below 3000 rupees. I will put the link of this product in the description, you can explore. Okay, now let us discuss which all things we would require for installation. Okay, the most basic thing is the pipe. Two pipes you would require, inlet and the outlet pipe, and the length depends on the distance between inlet outlet point and the geyser installation. Okay, so in my case it is 2 feet, so you have to buy these from the online shop or from the local market. Now second thing is the anchor bolts. See, this one is 6 liter only, so the bracket has only 2 points, so I require only 2 anchor bolt. 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm, whichever you get, it's okay. Mine is only 8 mm, it is more than sufficient. If you are having a bigger geyser, then it will have 4 points, so you require 4 anchor bolts, and of course you would require a drill machine. A normal drill machine will also work. I prefer using the hammer drill because it makes things easier. And you would require a drill bit. Depending on the thickness of this anchor bolt which you buy, you would require the respective drill bit. So this is 8 mm, I have the 8 mm drill bit, and you would require hammer for inserting these anchor bolts, the universal wrench, Teflon tape. These are the extension nipples. I will show you what is the use case later, and few more basic things. And of course this very important thing, the valve. See, this valve is very important to install in the inlet line so that we can stop the inlet water supply whenever RO goes for the maintenance. I will try to put the link of these accessories in the description. You can explore, and all these accessories are very basic accessories. You can get these easily from any hardware shop. Okay, so now I'm starting the installation process. I have already cut down the water supply, and I'm going to open these dummies, okay, with the help of this universal wrench. And whenever you are opening these dummies, do it very gently, otherwise this dummy will break and then it will be a big problem. So once we are done with installing the wall, we can open the main supply so that the remaining activities in your house don't get blocked. We can just close this wall and water won't leak. This extra extension for the geyser outlet requires Teflon tape only on the one side. The other side anyhow will be the pipe, and pipe has the rubber washer, so that will avoid the leaks. So for the anchor bolts, the installation process is, first we need to tight it, okay, so that the wings, the anchors get expanded, and once they get expanded they will get stuck inside, okay. So now the anchors are fully tight. Now we can loosen it and make some space so that we can mount the geyser. So we are done with the mounting of the geyser. You can see the mounting. There is a washer and then there is a bolt. Here also we don't need Teflon tape. It has a rubber washer. So with this we are done with the complete installation. Now two tips I want to give. One is we have to mount this geyser above the level of the inlet and the outlet. Okay, especially the outlet. If the geyser is below the outlet, then the water will not come out with the pressure. Okay, so more the height of the geyser, better it is for the output pressure. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing is, once you are done with complete installation, don't rush to use the geyser. Okay, first you have to test the free flow of the water. You have to turn on the input valve, turn on the output valve with the tap wherever you have, and then see that the water is flowing freely or not. So this is a free flow from the geyser. It's not a hot water, but it's coming from the geyser. Let me show you. If I close the inlet, obviously the pressure will not be built up and the output will not come. So I was just testing the heater. So the output water is really very hot. Probably you can see the fumes also. So that's it for this video. If you like this content, please hit the like button and do subscribe my channel for more such videos. If you have any question regarding the installation of the geyser or in selecting the best geyser, then you can put it in the comment section. I will try to answer.